All right, everybody. How's everybody doing today? We are going to work on my majestic. My little majestic. It is not doing very well. This is actually a really good watch. It runs really well. Actually, it runs pretty dang fast, but I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's nowhere near where it needs to be. Might be, I don't know what it is. We're just gonna have to dive in and find out what we can do to help this old girl out. I don't know if something went wrong putting it back together, or I don't know. So we're gonna have to take this apart and we'll have to dive into it. Cause when it's on the case, I don't know, something ain't right. It's like it's slowing down or something. I don't know. So we're going to take it all back apart. We're going to rewash everything. And we're going to see what we can discover. We'll have to take a look at all the parts. My biggest concern was the pallet fork. Last time I done this, it went in there kind of hard. The piece that holds it down, the screw. Oh, where am I at here? I'm looking at the escape wheel, but the pallet fork in there, it was running and all. I mean, it don't look like it broke any pivots, but it was just the way it sounded when it went in there. Like it was stuck. So let's get all these case screws taken out real quick. I need to get the mainspring down. So let's not get too far ahead of myself. This is I don't know if anybody's ever worked on one of these, but it has a kind of like some of your fancy wristwatch will have this, where it the screw right there is for the winding staff, and you don't want to take it all the way out. I would say about a turn, or maybe a turn and a half, is about all you need. Don't overdo it on that one, and the case just comes off. But be careful on that. If you take one of these apart for the first time, don't take that screw all the way out. It's got if you do take that screw out, you have to line up all the keyless works. You got to line some of all that goody stuff up. I'm going to go ahead and get the balance off while we're here. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. I don't want this on there. Let's go ahead and get that protected. I don't think it's a balance issue, but like I said, I don't know at this point. We're going to have to find out here in a minute. So let me take just a quick look off camera for a second. Let me check these pivots. Let's see. We'll bring it into view here. And I'll just move it off to the side for a little bit. Now, you can't really see, but I don't want to damage the spring here. Alright, well, we have a pivot. What I do see is that the spring is out where it does, where it controls the regulate the movement, which that's not really no big deal. Alright, let's continue breaking this down, and we're gonna have to find out what's going on here. So this is majestic. No, shoot. Hold on. Got ahead of myself. Hold on. We gotta let down the power here. I know there's power in this because I had wound it up. Yeah, I don't like these type of movements that have this. This is not one of my favorites. I don't care for that style. I don't know what the deal is behind all that. Break out the Myers. Oh, look what I found. Look at that. Y'all see that? Yeah, it's a click spring. It's not part of this watch. At least I don't think it is. Hold on to that. No, that's not part of this watch, because I don't take the click springs out of my watches. Not out of this one, I didn't. That might have came out of one that I was messing with. I got some watches that I have for parts. Okay, let's see if we can get this power down. This watch is a little hard to do this. This watch doesn't make this easy. Because there's the click, and then there's the click, and then there's the click spring. They're all like, it's right there, and you gotta grab them both at the same time. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the assembly here, because as you see, that should have unwound a lot faster than that in my hands, and it didn't. It was slow to unwind. So let's continue to disassemble here. Get that out of the way. And then we can move this off to the side a little bit. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, because you're going to see my fingers all the time. Alright. So let's man, I'm just off my game today here. Gotta take these off first, don't we? And take off the ratchet wheels. We gotta take these off. We don't take these off, we ain't gonna get nowhere. Alright, I'm gonna do this one here. One here, you gotta turn it to the right like you're tightening it. It's also known as a crown wheel. So your crown wheel is reverse threaded. Alright. And I believe every watch has reverse thread on the crown wheel. Because if it wasn't like that, that screw would loosen up. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. This watch does have points where you can pick it up at. It's got price points. Yeah, I think my problem is right in here somewhere, because this should come up pretty easy. I mean, I know why it's sticking, because that screw right there, but it should slide up over that screw, shouldn't it? I shouldn't have to loosen up. This screw shouldn't have to come out. Should slide up over it. Best of my knowledge, I thought it did. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure why this is doing this. To the best of my knowledge, this screw does not come out. It should stay in there. Yeah, see, it's not wanting to slide up over it. There it goes. Like I said, you don't want to take this out. If it does happen, you can tell what it goes to. You'll see the part there. So I didn't want to take that all the way out, and it wasn't wanting to slide neither. Alright, let's get you all focused in here so y'all can see what's going on. You're not going to see nothing that far damn back. So we're going to do just a little bit of inspection here. So if y'all give me just a second, let me look at my parts. Shoo, boy, there's a lot of damn oil on this. Man, God bless America on the oil. Damn. Can't blame nobody for that shit. Alright, we're gonna get out the old alcohol. Woo! Stuff here will clean out your sinuses. Alright, let me stress y'all one thing. I use a high concentrate of alcohol. You can't buy this shit in the store. It's almost like it's almost as strong as one dip. And what you need to be careful of is every time you're using even a watch cleaning fluid, I'm not spending no $100 on watch cleaning fluid. There's a lot of things out there you can use to clean your watch. Might take you longer, you might have to do some hand scrubbing, but I am not going to spend no $100 on a gallon of cleaning shit. But even watch cleaning fluid will do this. Y'all have to be very, very careful when you're cleaning your watches. Okay? And what I mean by that is, like, if you use any type of alcohol, any type of cleaner, watch cleaner, a lot of your old watches, you have to remember that they have a shellac to them. And if you keep those parts in a cleaner for a long period of time, that shellac can start to break down and your parts will become loose. So be very, very careful when you're using, ooh, got my tweezers, when you're using any type of cleaner on older watches. Don't keep them in there for long periods of time. Just give them a quick dip, and then if you have to, use some pegwood, use, anything you got to help clean them. Don't leave them in there overnight. I think that's just gonna keep everything nice and clean you're going to end up doing more damage and harm than good. So try to remember that when you're cleaning your watches. Alright, just you got all the time in the world to get these. You know, it's my own personal watch. You know, I'm not in a hurry. I don't have to be in a hurry. So if I had to spend you know, few extra minutes cleaning by hand, well, I'm gonna have to spend the extra few minutes and clean by hand. I don't have a watch cleaning machine. I am not going to spend the money on one because I think they're just too damn expensive. I think an ultrasonic cleaner would do just as good as anything. Boy, well, y'all can't see that, but there is just way too much oil on these. Way too much oil. Man, jeez, criminy. That'll slow your watch down. Ew. Good God almighty. The oil on this watch is crazy. Man. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Probably best if you didn't see it. I'm too dang, it'd be embarrassing if y'all could see all that oil on it. Huh? I'm the last one to work on it, so I'm assuming that's probably my damn doings. Oh boy. I would say some of it might be the alcohol coming off my tweezers, but I can see, I can still see some oil from last time I done this. Oh man. Yeah, that's just one of my things there. You know, you think oil is doing you some good. Oil ain't doing you good on this project. Well, it does you bad. Smaller the better. And for some reason I gotta get my brain to compute that. I don't need to douse it. Little bit, little drop. Tiny drop goes a long ways. Tiny drop lasts years. And it's also a waste of oil. I mean, oils are expensive and it's not something you want to be wasting. Oh, you know what? I don't think I took off that darn center seconds hands. I just noticed that. I went to pull that up and I just noticed it was kind of not sliding up. Let's see if I can get the escapement out before I turn this thing over. Can I get that out? Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about my center seconds hand there. Well, it's got to come out, or I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to get my, I'm not going to be able to get that gear off of there. Let me see if I can get this off without scratching anything. This should come off pretty darn easy. screwdriver's magnetized pretty bad. Whoop, there it went. There it went. Not exactly the way I wanted it to go, but that was my fault. Alright. Alright. I want to take a look at the pivot for the escapement for just a second. Last time I put this together, I wasn't, I didn't like the way it went in there. It's in there. It's straight. It's not broke. But, I don't like the way it went in. I don't like taking this one out. This one here is not, it's not a broken jewel, is it? Oh, wow. Say something here for a second. I can see the pivot sticking up. Yeah, I was wondering if the jewel was broke. But, I don't see anything. The pivot's sticking up. Let me just see if I can feel any type of like unnecessary play. I mean, it should have a little bit, but there's a limit on how much of it is what a little bit is. So I was just curious to see if that had a cap jewel on it at one time. If I wonder if it broke. But if it broke, there'd be pieces in the watch. I would have found pieces of it somewhere. I would have found these pink pieces of jewel in the movement. It don't look like it broke. I mean, it don't look like I had one. It's just a single pivot. Okay. Well, I was thinking if that had a jewel in it and it broke it out, well, that caused the watch to run like shit. That would definitely do it. But I don't think that's the issue here. I don't think that's the problem. I think we got, I'm just going to keep, let me lift this up for a second. Let me check some other parts real quick. Make sure there's nothing in the teeth. Okay. I'm gonna take a Q-tip and I'm gonna see just how dirty these were. Well, the other end is not very clean, but that's not the end we're going to be using. I'll take a little bit of cleaner. I'll get all these cleaned up real good. Well, like I said, I'm not sure what it is. Something went wrong, and I just don't know. This watch has always ran real great, and something just caused it to quit running as good as it was, and I don't know why. I don't like for my watches to be like that. I like to try to find out what I can do to get them running. Now, sometimes you're just gonna have watches that they just old, and sometimes you can do all you want, and you're not gonna get very far, but man, it looks like there's just a lot of oil built up in here. I can't believe that. Is that all oil in here? Is that what that is? Look at that. See it? That oil or cleaner? I can't believe there would be that much oil in this thing. No way. Geez, I didn't use that much. I mean, you can see it. Oh, God. I can't believe there would be that much oil. I think that's just the alcohol from where I was cleaning these. I was like, man, God almighty. Surely that's not damn oil. Look at these, kind of just a little scrape with a screwdriver. Make sure these are flat. I don't feel no dried on oil or anywhere. Okay. I think for the most part we should be good. We're gonna have to try this. See what happens. See if I can get some of that. That's alcohol. Gotta be careful around my escapement there. I don't want to get cotton on the damn thing. All right. Let's see what we can do. These parts are dried up. So let's see what's gonna happen here. We're gonna have to put it back together and see what we can do. Alright, y'all, part 2 is we're gonna put this thing back together. We'll try to keep it under around 30 minutes. Alright, I want to appreciate everybody. I want to thank all subscribers, viewing, sharing, comment. I sure appreciate everybody. Thank y'all so much. And we're gonna get this thing back together.